The deal is you find a way to surrender unconditionally and give yourself to truth. That's the deal. You can call truth beingness, you can call it awareness, consciousness, you can call it God, but the deal is the same, unconditional surrender too. To allow the wind to blow through you, you have to be completely open. There can't be any obstacles inside of you that are left, that are in the way. Unfortunately, there is a side effect to that. You become ultra sensitive to energy. It's just part of the deal. So the pathway to the heart is to be wide open. The pathway to enlightenment is also to be wide open. I think the reason that most people who wake up around the world live in monasteries and ashrams is because they are sheltered in that openness, in that vulnerability. Some of them who wake up decide they'll never talk again, and they become what's called a Mona teacher. And quite a few of them live in a place called 𝐬𝐞𝐥𝐟 in northern India. They don't talk. So you can go and sit somewhere near them, but you can't talk to them. Enlightenment is very misunderstood. First of all, you don't get enlightened. And people who are going for enlightenment think that's what's going to happen to them. They're going to become enlightened. The part of you that wants to become enlightened disappears. On the way through, you become ultra sensitive to everything, pretty much. But it doesn't matter so much anymore because nobody can control you anymore, because there's nothing anyone's got that you want. You are attached to nothing. You are free. The only motivator that I have found since awakening is love. There are no other motivators. So love has me here holding satsang, otherwise I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be sitting in front of a heap of people who are pouring their pain into me while I talk about freedom. I'd be somewhere else. But love affects my mind and makes me feel like I want to take care of you and help set you free. And what's required is your willingness to play the game. And it is a great game. There is no better game than higher consciousness. My experience after enlightenment was I went silent. I became very withdrawn from the world. Matter of fact, I used to sit all day long, every day, staring into space, blissed out to the max, for about 6 months. And then I came out and started being more amenable to human beings. I had to learn how to become a human being again because I'd forgotten. I didn't blink. I didn't look away when I talked to people. I just stared into space or stared through them and scared the hell out of people. So I stopped that behaviour reasonably quickly because it doesn't facilitate communication. And I've been pretending to be a human being now for 25 years. But there's nothing human here. And if you get close enough to me, you'll feel it. There's just an emptiness where there used to be a somebody. But this body has no defenses because the mind got stripped of defenses. I'm wide, wide, wide open, like a newborn baby. Everything touches. Nothing will usually move inside when there is a touch because the mind is surrendered. Enlightenment is freedom. Freedom from the prison of the mind. Freedom from the prison of being a somebody that has suffered its whole life because it's been programmed to resist life. Some say it's the flowering of human consciousness. I don't say that. That's a little bit too poetic for me. I live as reality. Beingness is reality. Everything you think is absolute rubbish. Who you think you are is not true. All thoughts are rubbish. They're imagined. They're not real. My intention is to help you find reality and exist as that instead of existing as this false one that thinks it's you. This is an undoing process, not a doing up process. You get undone. And as you get undone, it's hard because you become defenseless. Everything touches you. And people say, well, why would you want to do that? My motivation was very clear. I remembered the past 200 lives where I've done this over and over and over and over again, and I did not want to repeat it. Samsara is real. It's not just Hindu superstition. We get born, we suffer a lot, then we die, and then we get born again, and we suffer a lot, and we die. Everything we have gets taken off us. That's why we suffer a lot, because we want to hang on to things and we can't. It's just the way it is. Sitting in silence, blissed out to the max. One of my teachers convinced me it would be better for me to come out and help people. And so here I am today, trying to help you guys get free. If you tune into the Buddha field here, you can dissolve as an I and find yourself as truth. Nothing I say or do has not been done before or said before. The deal is you find a way to surrender unconditionally and give yourself to truth. That's the deal. You can call truth beingness, you can call it awareness, consciousness, you can call it God, but the deal is the same, unconditional surrender too. And in that unconditional surrender, you as an I do not survive. Fortunately, you're not the I. That's the good news. The bad news is it's pretty hard to do. Totality is required. My master Osho tried his hardest to help people get free. Tried every trick in the book from what I could see. And out of gratitude to him, I'm doing the same, and this love that just loves human beings. To be around someone who's awake is relatively dangerous for the ego. The ego is so damn precious. yet it is the very obstacle that is in the way of freedom. It thinks it has meaning, it thinks it has purpose, it's delusional. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, there is just now. This is real, this is reality. There is nowhere to go, there is nothing to get, you are already beingness. You cannot be anything other than beingness because everything is already beingness. So you're at your final destination, you're just not aware of it. The dream that you're in is keeping you stuck. All thoughts are dream. Find that is aware of the mind and become aware of that. Turn awareness back to itself. No amount of thought can help you. Thinking is the booby prize. The collection of knowledge is a waste of life and a waste of time. Don't believe anybody or anything. Find out for yourself always. Little rules of being a seeker. Never be a believer, always be a questioner. Home is here already. And in a way, you're actually looking at it. Because I am you and you are me.